Well, for more on these stories, I'm joined now on the line from an undisclosed location in Ukraine by the politician and member of the Ukrainian parliament, Olesksiy Goncharenko, who is also a member of the Ukrainian delegation to the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. So President Zelensky says he's ready to work on the peace proposal with the US. Does that mean that he realizes he has to go along with the idea, that he has to engage with it, even though he clearly dislikes it?
Here we need peace as soon as possible. And that's why we want to thank American administration for all the efforts they're making to achieve peace. So I hope that we will achieve peace. Definitely in this package of proposals that we have for the moment, not everything is acceptable for Ukraine. This is the matter of diplomacy. Now we need to speak with our partners. Now we need to explain our position, and we need to negotiate what can be negotiated.
Well, there are reports in the US media that one of the most senior members of President Zelensky's administration, Rustem Umerov, had agreed to the majority of the plan. Is that your understanding?
No, it's not. Mr. Umerov is not authorized to make any agreements because he is just he's not in the position to make such agreements. So Ukraine definitely will now give some counter proposals to part of the plan. But once again, it's a normal practice. We need to achieve peace, but to achieve peace, we need to negotiate exact points.
And obviously that negotiation is pregnant with the awareness in Kyiv that if agreement is to be reached, some concessions will have to be agreed to.
Yes, we are ready for concessions. We are ready for compromises.
Is Vladimir Putin, in your assessment, essentially trying to get land he can't take militarily? Because, let's face it, he's been trying to take Donetsk since 2014. We're now in 2025, and he still hasn't done it, and he's trying to use President Trump to get it.
Definitely, Putin tries to get what he can't get by force, by negotiation. But it doesn't mean that we don't need such negotiation. Quite the opposite, we need this negotiation. But we need to be tough, we need to be strong, and we need to protect the best Ukrainian interests. But once again, we need peace as soon as possible. That's why we need these negotiations, and that's why we need to help President Trump to achieve peace.
And do you see Moscow making any concessions at all?
I think Moscow is making concessions. For example, they tried to wipe off Ukraine from the map of the world. They failed in this, and that is already something they should recognize. And in general, in this peace plan, there should be more concessions from Russia.
And I mean, Mr. Goncharenko, I understand that top European officials are sounding uneasy that Moscow and Washington have essentially concocted a peace plan which will reward Vladimir Putin. I mean, what can the Europeans do?
Unfortunately, if we are looking at it from this point of view, any peace agreement will reward Vladimir Putin as an aggressor. From another point of view, Russia lost up to 1 million people, and they had not achieved their goals. So what Europe can do is to continue to support Ukraine.
And all these reports are coming as fears are growing that Ukrainian forces could be facing imminent defeat in the battle for the key city of Pokrovsk in the Donetsk region. Help us understand the pressures that Ukrainian troops are under right now.
Pokrovsk is not key city. Pokrovsk is just a ruined place where maybe 2,000-3,000 civilians live. And Russia was attacking this town for 16 months. Maybe they will take it, but it is an absolutely enormous cost, which does not make them any winner. But once again, Pokrovsk is a small town, not strategical at all.
And what about Kupiansk, which the Russians have claimed they've captured? It's in the east.
Kupiansk is even smaller than Pokrovsk. So Russia failed to take any one regional center during all this war. So for more than 3 years, Russia failed to achieve any big successes. Yes, they achieved some. They captured part of Ukrainian territories, and it's clear that we can't kick off them from our territories for the moment. So we are ready to agree for the freezing of this conflict on the current lines. But Russia failed to achieve any of their big aims.
So very briefly, because we're almost out of time, I mean, how would you assess the situation in the battlefield right now?
It's a stalemate.
On that note, I want to thank you very much indeed, Olesksiy Goncharenko, talking to me from an undisclosed location in Ukraine.